Hey guys, Poulin here from Party Time DJ Services with yet another active speaker review. Now this review is a little bit different because I'm not looking at a speaker that's specifically designed for professional audio applications or for use by professional DJs, but it can definitely be used by beginner DJs or just for anyone looking for some to blast some tunes in their backyard, at camp, by the pool, at their little family reunion, something like that. So we're looking at what I usually call a party speaker. And we can tell it's a party speaker by the built-in lights, such as in this unit here. Professional DJs and live sound guys might look at these as kind of gimmicky, and but for people that don't have necessarily professional or DJ lighting at home, this can be actually great for that smaller party. Or like I said, for family gatherings, by the pool, stuff like that. Because everything's built in. You have this music, you have the lights and all that. So today we're looking at, this is Ion's Total PA Extreme. I had done a review on an Ion active speaker a few years ago, about 4 years ago. I forget the exact name. It's up on my YouTube channel. It was pretty much feature loaded, but the sound quality was really not good. There was really no bass at all. The highs were not very good. It's unfortunate because aside from the actual sound quality, the speaker was loaded with great useful features. So when I went to my local Costco a few days ago, I heard this unit playing, and I said, "Oh, well, I automatically heard the improvement from my previous experience with the Ion speaker I had tested a few years ago." So I thought, you know what? Let's take it home and test it out for everyday people that might just want something for their backyard, something that gets loud enough that they can use with their phones and whatnot. So this is what we're looking at today, is Ion's Total PA Extreme. As always, I am always honest in my reviews. I will be comparing it to one of my Yamaha DXR15s, which is a professional audio cabinet, but we also will be taking into consideration the price, as I always do. So let's have a look at Ion's Total PA Extreme. I will flip the camera over for this purpose. Alright, so let's look at the box first of all. So as you can see, 600 watts of power. I'm going to guess that's probably peak, but it is actually quite powerful. I was pretty surprised. It does include 2 microphones with mic lines and a speaker stand as well. And you do have the Ion Sound XP app, which I did install on my telephone. It works perfectly. You can actually control most features of the speaker, including the multicolor modes, the acoustic optimization. You can also play radio from here, but that app is very helpful, as if you want to modify the sound, you can actually control different channels on this. You can control the equalization. Very practical and very well thought out. Let's just have a look at this speaker, which is basically a 15-inch woofer with a 1-inch horn. I'm gonna guess 1-inch horn because that's what it looks like. Let's have a look. It looks pretty, I think it looks probably more professional than a lot of the other Ion party speakers I've seen. And you can actually turn off the lights on the bottom there if you like. But I think the look is actually very nice. It's definitely very plasticky looking, but that's to be expected at its price point. It does sell at $259 Costco, at the Costco here anyway. So let's have a look at the back of this speaker. Very nicely featured. As you can see, I have it set to Bluetooth right now. But there are many different input channels. There's 2 mic channels right there that accept either XLR or 1/4 inch. You also have an aux in, which that's where I was going through because I was using my external mixer up here, Yorkville PGM8. I actually did some karaoke with this unit yesterday. My daughter and I decided to, it was Saturday night, and we decided to sing some tunes. And we had a lot of fun with this unit, and I hooked up my Yamaha DXR on the other side here. So we were able to have both playing, and we were able to compare as well. But yeah, you can use, there's a USB in, so if you want to make a USB with all your favorite tunes, you can play off that. You can also connect with Bluetooth with your telephone. That's what I did. I played pretty much Apple Music. They have a whole bunch of different playlists, so I play music off of Apple Music. No problem connecting with Bluetooth. Went very well. There's all kinds of different sound modes, and that's what the acoustic optimization is. Basically, it seems to just apply different sets of EQ, frequency cuts and boosts, depending on the application. I didn't play around too much with that. I went from one to the other. Didn't always hear a big difference. The dancing and listening have a slightly basted boost, or slightly bass boosted, Jesus. And yeah, and listening, karaoke, live music, there's little variations in EQ, but they're not dramatic. A little bit less bass for the karaoke and live music and speech. But other than that, I was happy with just dancing in small room, because I like to dance in small rooms apparently. But yeah, so there you go. See a nice big heat sink in the back here, as well as a power plug. So very nice back section. It's not a, like I said, it's a very nice looking unit in my opinion. If you actually look up here, we have a little handle, which makes so you can carry it like pretty much like a suitcase. You have two little wheels on the back here. So very interesting. You can also switch the light show here just by pressing this little button here. Mode goes from Bluetooth to the aux to the radio, because you also have radio on this. So there you go. You can control all these things from your telephone once you install the apps, so that's very convenient. Like I say, lights, you can play with the lights here, or you can control them from your phone as well. And you can actually turn them off. But the lights basically just changes the patterns and stuff like that. It's pretty cute. You can have like a more of a, you can have it respond to the music as well. I'm going to try to see if I can press this button. Probably not. Oh yeah, there you go. From the back. But there's different patterns, and you can play around with it, or you can have it off completely. So I think that's a nice feature as well. So Al, how did it sound? How did this $259 speaker from Ion sound? Well, I have to tell you, I'm always honest in my reviews, and I have to, take my hat off to Ion here. They did a really, really good job. When I compare this to the Ion I reviewed about 4 years ago, the sound quality was really night and day. A very nice sounding speaker, well balanced, very nice bottom end. That's the one thing that was lacking on the last one I reviewed. There was like no bass whatsoever on the older model that I reviewed. Even if I boosted it through my mixer and on the back panel, there was like no bass. They've really, really improved in this manner. This has very decent bass. And you can actually add some more via your EQ on your telephone if you like. The compression driver is much better quality as well. It sounds a hell of a lot better than the last one that I had. So yeah, hats off to Ion for this design. It is significantly better. I'm sorry, I forget the name of the last one I reviewed. You can see that on my YouTube channel, but this one here is much, much better. So this is on sale at Costco, $259, which is a great price considering all you're getting. And not only that, you have Costco's outstanding customer service and warranty, and it states right on the, when I bought it on the actual sign, the $259 sign, 1-year warranty. So Costco backs up their stuff. And while testing this, I cranked the volume on, even through my mixer up here, just to see what would happen. And this definitely has some kind of limiting built in, which just makes sense. Where no matter how much signal you feed it, once it reaches its maximum level, it just stays there. You can keep feeding it volume, and it'll still sound good. It didn't sound distorted. You can tell if you feed it way too much signal that that you are feeding it way too much signal, but it's really not very audible. The Ion did a really good job on this. It's like a soft knee limiter, some kind, but they did a really good job. It's really not audible. It reminds me of the Yorkville YX15P that has a similar system where it will stop getting louder even if you feed it more signal. But well done, and I guess that's for warranty purposes as well. It does protect the woofer and compression driver. Sound quality, as mentioned, is very good. I was honestly surprised, and as much as I hate to admit it, this is a really decent sounding speaker for $250. I did compare it to one of my Yamaha DXR15s. I actually set them up in this position right here and took turns unplugging, putting in the other one, and going back and forth. And while the Ion doesn't get as loud as the DXR15, there's definitely a big price difference there. It did get much louder than the Ion I had tested. It'll get loud enough for most people. And, you do have to expect some sacrifices at being a quarter of the price of the DXR15. But for its price point, it performs admirably. I don't know if it'll last. It probably, like the Yamaha has a 7-year warranty on it. I'm pretty sure it won't last 7 years. But, you do have the Costco 1-year warranty. And as mentioned, these aren't necessarily designed for all-night pumping music like traditional quality professional audio speaker. But for backyard applications, for your family gatherings, where you might not want to hire, a full blown DJ or a band or whatnot, and you just want some music to have some fun with in the background, this is a great choice. I can recommend it just because it's sold through Costco, and Costco has amazing customer service. But good job, Ion, on this Total PA Extreme. The fact that it comes with a speaker stand as well as two microphones and mic lines. I personally wouldn't use the mic and the mics. I didn't even test them. I know they're not going to sound great. I plugged in one of my mics directly and it did not sound great. I prefer to equalize the mic sound myself via an external mixer. That's just me. For everyday people, the built-in the mics that come with it might be fine. You can add some echo as well in there. But yeah, for all the features and everything you get for $250, if you want just something to play music in your backyard, pool, a family party, at camp, this is a great choice, especially considering all the features, ease of use, the fact that you can play radio, a USB card, or directly from your Bluetooth on your phone. I can definitely recommend this for the price. Even for beginner DJs, a set of these with a decent mixer like the PGM8, even any Yamaha MG mixer would be great as well. This will make a nice, beautiful beginner DJ system. I would say you probably could DJ small events up to 75 or 100 people with no big problems. I would probably get a full size stand, as I don't think that the ones included are like full size stands. They go up to 5.5 feet, which is somewhat close, but not quite. I think the 6 or 7 feet that real. But like I say, for a beginner DJ, a set of these will get you started. And sound quality is very good. How does it compare sound quality wise to the XR15? It not quite as good, but surprisingly good for its price point. There's a little bit of a bump in I'd say in the 4 or 5K region, which is the upper mids, and it needs a little bit of boosting around 250, which is the lower vocals. Other than that, though, it's surprisingly good. So good job, Ion. And as mentioned, for the price, you're probably not going to do better. And with Costco's warranty, even as backup speakers for professional DJs, these aren't a bad idea. Or for if you're playing in more than one room or something, you need an extension speaker. Even as a backup speaker, if you don't like the lights on the thing, you can just turn them off and it looks a bit more professional. But sound wise, I was very surprised. And as mentioned, I'm always honest in my reviews, so I can honestly say this is a very, very good sounding speaker, especially considering the price point. I was surprised. So hope you enjoyed my review. If you have any questions, feel free. I have to deactivate the fact that my videos are okay for kids, so you can't comment on them, but you can send me an email at alpoulin@hotmail.com. That's ALPOULIN@hotmail.com. That's been Poulin with the Ion Total PE Extreme. Have a great one, guys. We'll see you later.